Hey everybody, MONSTERBAIT here. This is a kind of a aftermath of the whole exploring with Josh episode. Y'all get behind me. That was a growl. We're gonna die in these woods. We have no clue how we just got back to the river because we were walking straight to the gravel road. I've been in these woods a ton. You backing out? So Josh has been all over the world doing crazy things in abandoned places, exploring crazy places. And Josh, what did you just say?
I just never thought I was going to die in Kentucky by a monster in the woods.
Because it's really been eating me alive. And the reason it's been eating me alive is I don't know what that was, growling in the woods, and I have to know. So I'm back down here. It's a couple days later after we filmed the episode, and this will air after that episode. I've got to go back and look. I've got to see what it was. I've got to see if there's tracks, and then I'll also retrieve the game camera stuff today as well, see if there's anything on there. I've got to find out. So here we go. So what I'm going to kind of do is I'm going to retrace our steps, and we're going to see if we can find that scat again by the cornfield, and I'm going to track it in. Now, I came out, it's a little later in the day than I wanted it to be, but it's hard sometimes to get out when you want to. It's also bow hunting season and things, so I wanted to try to wait until the hunters were starting to clear out in the area. I have a little anxiety about this, not so much fear. But if it is a black bear or something of that nature, I don't want to stumble upon it right away. So we'll see what happens. And you're along for the ride. I'm alone, like always. But you're here with me in spirit. And be very interesting to see if we can find some tracks. I brought some casting materials. Or if we do find like non-typical tracks, I'll cast them and show them to you. Getting down here close to the cornfield now. And it's very muddy. And I did this for a reason. And there's a reason I waited about 2 or 3 days after we filmed, because it rained a lot. And I wanted it to get really muddy. Because if we do have a bear or something down here, it's going to be pretty cool to see the tracks. And they'll be there, without a doubt. And I'm going to go where we actually had the encounter. And I'm going to look there. And it is super muddy here. So that's a good thing for us. Looking for signs, looking for tracks, and see what we can come up with. Might be hard to cast, depending on how wet it is, but we'll at least look. You can see how muddy it is. The water standing here. I mean, there's quite a bit of mud, which is positive, and this is really the way we went. Exactly, almost. Now the rain could have washed the scat away. Well, we're at least gonna look. The rain didn't get rid of the scat, so that's a good thing. So I'm gonna take some pictures, I'm gonna take some video. I'll do a size comparison where you can kind of see. Brought a handy dandy quarter for that. I'll show you what the scat looks like. And then we're gonna track in from the scat to where we were, because that's how we're going to find something. There's the scat right there. You can see the size of it. That's the biggest part. There's several other different segments around. It's very large. Now I'll tell you, I've posted in a Facebook group that I'm a part of for this wildlife management area. And I asked them, I said, has anybody seen bear sign in that area? And a lot of people really have not. And that's really interesting. Either I'm going to make a discovery and show that they are here, or it was not a bear and it was what we were actually looking for. This could get very interesting today. So we're going to walk into the actual woods. Try to stay as dry as possible. But this is the area where we actually had the issues and the growls happened. First, I'm going to go get the game camera card. I don't want it to get really dark. There goes a really big deer over there. He's a big old boy. I'm going to go get the game camera card first, and then I'll kind of walk through and see what we can come up with. Another very large piece of scat right there. Here's another very large piece of scat with a 1/4% of it. I'm just not sure what we're looking at right now. Now this game camera's pointed straight in the direction that we should be able to see things. I apologize if you're a little crooked down there, but I brought my other camera instead of my normal camera that I use. Now when I go in, I'm going to go straight in. So I'm going to go in now. I'm going to go to the river first, then I'm going to track back. And the reason that I'm going to do that is because that's kind of what we did in the episode. And then I'll come back this direction, because I really want to see if I see any signs of anything. So I'm pretty much in the area where we were right now. I'm just going to kind of walk in, look around, see what we can find. So right now I'm just listening. Let's see what we can hear. I mean, we're right in ground zero right now. This is exactly where we were. Stuff's getting pretty intense.
Yeah, it is.
So we've decided to back out a little bit because there's something very big growling at us.
Yeah.
And it is between us and the river, so I'm not sure where it came from.
Whatever it is that's been growling at us is absolutely following us and trailing us.
Yeah.
Wow, this is fucking dangerous. But at one
And we were hearing some weird things behind us.
Yes.
Like sound like
talking.
talking. I've seen no tracks. I've seen no bear sign. No scratches on trees. Nothing like that. So, I'm not sure what we dealt with the other night. It was big. And I mean, I'm in the area where we were. So I'm not sure. I keep hearing these little sounds. Like groans and things. And that may just be my mind saying it's a bear, but I don't have any idea what's going on. You might have heard that one. I mean, that could be anything. Be nice to actually find some evidence or get it on camera. Now, just to kind of make my point, the sound that you hear if you hear it. It's an airplane. It's not a truck. It's not a road nearby. So we can't debunk the roars saying it was a truck. It's not. That is an airplane going overhead. Here's another point to make. Bears are not really graceful creatures in the woods. So we should have heard it moving around, or surprised it didn't bluff charges where they, simulated an attack, but they don't actually do it and they're just trying to get you to back up. I mean, I've heard nothing today like that. We heard nothing the other night. And it's very unexplained at this point. If you have any theories, drop them below. I'd love to see them, love to hear them. I'm not sure, guys. This is a puzzle, and this has been eating me alive since we're out here. What was it? Not a bear, not a bear, not a bear in my mind. Not a bear, not a bear. No bears in this area. Which I know they're close, but not a bear. Just over and over in my mind. Not a bear, not a bear. It couldn't have been a bear. Then you go again, it's a bear. Definitely a bear. Had to be a bear. Couldn't have been Bigfoot. Couldn't have been something else. Had to be a bear. It's just been on my mind constantly. It's crazy. There are plenty of deer tracks. You can see those. And deer are not nearly as heavy as a bear. Just heard a little grunt, growl, weird groan sound again. That kind of sounds like a bear. But I hear nothing. And I don't see a big old flurry black creature. And there's a lot of foliage off right now, so you can see through these woods pretty clearly. As you can probably see behind me. I mean, I can see really well. Probably the length of 2 football fields I could see out through here. I don't know what's going on. We were literally right here. I mean, right in this area. It's crazy. This is the addictive part of it. It's very addictive. Get a little taste of something. Then you got to come back and figure out what it is. And you can't sometimes. You're not going to be able to figure that out. It's just part of it. It's part of the whole drive and the whole push to keep doing things. See what the game camera says. See what it shows. Might show some cool things. You never know. If it shows a bear, maybe that's the explanation for it. I just don't think it's that easy. So, nothing was solved today. Nothing was figured out. I still don't know what was in the woods with us that night. Found the scat, found a little more scat. I'm going to look into that. I don't know if it's bear or not. Even if it is bear, was that what was in the woods with us? I went exactly where we were. Found no evidence, no claw marks, no bedding areas, no foot tracks at all. Bears are not graceful and it's been very muddy, so if there's one running around, I should have seen signs. I've seen plenty of deer tracks, and deer are not as heavy as a bear would be. I think it's time that we come out here at night to the same area, stay for a while by ourselves, just me, because I am MONSTERBAIT. So until next time, remember, the monsters are not just under your bed or in your head. They're everywhere.